So the topic for this week's DLC, we're talking about gamepad usage on the Wii U.
The Wii
or lack thereof.
On this week's show, I talked about how I've been playing Rayman Legends and how much I enjoy the touchpad functionality they've added into a platformer on that. So the question I have for the panel is, we hear so much about what doesn't work on the Wii U Gamepad. What do we want to see? What is the ideal usage of the gamepad that we perhaps haven't seen yet? Or maybe we have.
Honestly, I think Nintendo Land is still the best use of the gamepad. Anything asymmetrical where one player can kind of hide in the side of the couch or the corner or whatever, the room, whatever, and they have a separate view on the screen, and then 4 people or up to 4 people can be on the TV, and they're all on a team, and then the one person is it's kind of 4v1. Which is funny because there's games like Evolve that are coming out, but
you have to wonder where they got the idea from.
Yeah, they won't hit Wii U for power reasons, presumably, and sales reasons, presumably. But Nintendo Land, like Luigi's Mansion, is still my go-to. Like whenever I show someone Wii U for the first time, or we're having like multiplayer night, Luigi's Mansion on Nintendo Land is some of the most fun I've ever had. That is fun, and that's the primary reason I'm looking forward to Mario Party 10, which is ironically another party game. But you have Bowser Party mode, where one player plays as Bowser, and then the other 4 are on the actual board. So you're Bowser, and you're like chasing people down and stuff. And then mini games, you get to control. Like there was one where, what was it? Like they're on a field, like on a square arena, and you're Bowser, and with the gamepad gyroscope, you're like shooting fireballs, and you're trying to hit people. And then they're playing on the TV, and they're trying to outrun your fireballs. And, like that's such a clever little gameplay mechanic. That's the kind of stuff they need to do.
And like the shooting star.
Yeah, that was okay.
But I mean, that's
Make it rain. Make it rain. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah, for party mechanics and stuff like that, for big like multiplayer games like Mario Kart, Mario Party, the Nintendo Land, I think that's great. But I don't know, I can't really see its use outside of that, just because.
Other than like a map, or
right?
Something
Yeah, I really don't think the gamepad is necessary for most games.
I don't think it is at all.
I
think
I
wanted to believe. Yeah, I wanted to believe that Nintendo was going to take it somewhere, and it's been 2.5 years, and they haven't. So.
At this point, I'm starting to feel like they just don't know what to do with it. And I think the reason why they don't know what to do with it is because they're not looking at what's currently being done with it, like on the iOS and the Android.
Yeah. Oh, they have blinders on it.
I'm sure they're completely ignorant of what's going on in the mobile space and what game designers are doing in the mobile space. They're trying to invent the wheel.
Blaze their own path when the wheels, the car,
and they don't
Ferrari's driving into Apple.
And the wheel is made of cheese and square.
But I mean, that's what I enjoy about what Ubi did with Rayman Legends, where you have the Murphy levels, where
that's like one of the only other games that cleverly uses.
Yeah, but it's like you're playing through normal platforming. You go to a special section where you pop down to the touchscreen and you're controlling somebody else doing everything down there. But it's all stuff that you've seen in other game design, where you're moving platforms, you're using a swipe to cut something. It's cut the rope.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all stuff that's been done before. It's just being combined into the platform is what makes it something special.
Yeah. And even in New Super Mario Bros. U, it's really basic, but the placing
blow
of
into
blocks,
the microphone.
Yeah. Or tilt the gamepad to tilt the platforms. Like, that's cool stuff.
Yeah.
But, it's not something that I think you need to attach this. I mean, I think it's described sometimes as an anchor that weighs the Wii U down, and I think it's totally appropriate. I don't think they need to have the gamepad in a single game.
Even though you just said a minute ago Nintendo Land was like the bomb.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Multiplayer.
Just take that out, cut it out, and
well,
go straight up.
It's been 2.5 years, and I've only seen one other game that comes close, and that's coming out this March, and that's Mario Party 10, which is almost a sequel to Nintendo Land. So if that's the party controller, fine. But maybe the new Zelda will show something cool with it. But
Star Fox, Punch 'em Robots. I mean, there's a lot of
that's
stuff
true.
coming.
There's that new Star Fox thing.
Isn't this new Star Fox? They're just doing something with the gamepad for that?
Yeah, they're doing like cockpit view, I think. You're in the gamepad, it's cockpit view, and then on the TV it's like a wider arena view or something.
Which is interesting.
That's interesting, yeah, it could be
That's
cool.
finally, I forgot that existed until you said it. But.
I do try.
But also, just to clarify here, Nintendo Land would be a sequel to Mario Party, not
I know. I'm saying on the Wii U system, though. It's the second game in a row in 2.5 years. I just
Well,
say,
still, I mean, Mario Party 10 is working off of whatever Nintendo Land innovated.
as
on,
far
so-
as asymmetrical gameplay,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I
this
don't
is
know.
the
But it's
visual
not-
representation.
But
of
I don't think it's
asymmetrical.
going to be that big. I really don't. I think it's going to fall flat like the last previous iterations. I think 5 or 6 was the last time most people were really into it, and it's just.
I don't know, the fact that they're
Mario
bringing
Party
Amiibo
specifically.
Party and they have the pack-in with the Mario Amiibo, that'll be
Okay.
huge with the kiddies. That'll be huge.
And Brad apparently.
And me.
And
I'm a
Brad.
child at heart. Brad,
You got to get it to it somehow.
He is a
I
big
get that too.
child.
Aren't we all?
We're all just pretty much
Issues.
old children.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts about gamepad utilization on Wii U?
I need to see writing available in Zelda. Let me use it to write down notes about what I
That-
find out in
yeah.
this huge world.
I
It
think
is
especially with the open world they're
inexcusable
doing.
to not include it at this point.
That's actually pretty clever.
It is perfectly geared to what it does.
I
To
need my note.
You could place
And it's something
pins
you
on the
can't do anywhere else.
touchscreen on Link Between Worlds.
Yes,
And there's kind
that was
of
a step in the
beacon.
right direction.
And
But
they
there's
said-
no reason why you couldn't do actual notes on there.
Yeah.
Especially after they'd already done something like that back in the previous touchscreen
On
Zeldas.
DS, which is
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
They took it
one
back a
generation
step.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. Take
So-
notes. You better be listening, Reggie.
That's right.
Or
Let me
something.
do actual text. Don't let it just be, whatever my scribbles are. That's the only way I can put it. Let me do text also,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop making
so I can
sense.
read it.
Hurry.
Just saying.
Oh my gosh. Okay, having said that, that's the end of this episode. Until next time. Gonna clap?
I was waiting for you to say later or something, and I was gonna go bam. Like I was waiting. It was gonna be like this 1-2 punch, and you just let me hanging.
I
Oh.
I was gonna get the layup on that one, Nick. Oh, God.